Okay, hello everybody and welcome. Uh, First off, apologies. I know I've been very sporadic with my stream. I haven't followed my schedule at all. And honestly, I've been doing a lot of jobs, so yeah, brushing up skills, resumes, tailoring things, applying, interviewing, and all that good stuff. So, anyways, I did do some code clashing off screen or off stream, and I did get a badge for 100 code clashes. So we're there. But now I need to make it to 500 code clashes. So here we go. Also, before we get clashing, I did want to point out I'm getting close to finishing this challenge. I know I have one test case passing here, but with these commented out sections of code, I have 2 out of 3 test cases passing. My issue is optimization. So and that's come back to bite me quite a bit in Code Wars challenges. But anyways, so this part, just real quick, this starts at the 0 index, looking for the shortest distances. This starts at the end, and then what I'm starting to work on now, thinking about doing, like, this kind of takes me back to binary search trees. Anyways, um, then search sorting and stuff, like very sorting. Um, so I'm starting in the middle, and I'm gonna, start. It looks like we're looking for 47, and there's errors too. I haven't this because I also have tried to make it a little clearer here. These 3 lines and then these 3 lines to adjust the indices or the counts that keep track of the indices. Because then I have it placed. Anyways, each of the 3 lines correspond to a different section of code. We either have, if it's this situation where we're going to start from the beginning at index 0, or starting at the end, or starting. So, and ideally, I think I need to get into maps, so I need to research those a little bit, kind of relearn how to do those. There's that one, and then there's this one. So I've been trying to do a few more puzzles. I really like this one. It's a Hitchhiker's Guide, but yeah. So I just threw in this for now. I've got this bit of code. Actually, why is this? So I don't think elevator position is accessible in this way from here. That's why it's getting mad. But here's where you find the elevator, I believe. So, anyways, the whole point of this one is you start here. Let's actually go to a small one. Let's see it in action. Okay, very simple. So this proves this is not correct because we're going right. Um, and yeah, this is the most basic one. It's saying, okay, we're here, and by default we're going this direction. Let's go. Okay, so there's our clones coming out of the clone creator, and they're going into these lasers. But if they exit this little thing dangling from the ceiling, then they're fine. So, in fact, so it prints weight. Trying to see if we could just hard code to see what happens if they're created and they're like, oh nope, U-turn as the test says. In Let's see. Anyways, that's another one I'm working on. Like the much more complex ones. Let's see. We'll do one with multiple floors just to show you what that looks like. You still start off on the bottom, I believe, regardless. Takes a bit, but yeah, see, now there's multiple floors, and now we would need to do a U-turn just to reach the elevator to get to the next level, and then we would need to determine whether the elevator or exit, here's the exit way at the top, is located either left or right of our current position. So, like right now, our current position is here, and our direction is right by default. It's, or the clones are walking that way. So we go ahead and pause that. Yeah, so this one involves a turn and then constantly checking. So each turn. Oh, that's another thing. I think your movements. You only get so many movements, maybe? I don't know. You have multiple floors. One more floor, I guess I should say. There's tests. They're only. Anyways, so that's that. So I'm just starting out on this one. This challenge, I'm pretty close to being done. I've got 2 out of 3. I just need to optimize it, and it looks like, because I think this is for the many horses. Yeah, of course it's going to crash. It's got an error and finish translate this stuff to work for the mid index. But it looks like I'm expecting 47 the shortest distance, whereas these two, it's just been 1, I believe. Let's see. It's a little lag there. Apologies. Oh. Yes, 1, then horses in any order, 1. A little bit of backstory of that. You're trying to find the shortest distance of racing horses. So, a couple of data structures of horses. Let's see, positions. And then you find the difference, and yeah. So, anyways, let's get to some clashing. Also, today, something else I've been working on. The reason I haven't been streaming much like this whole last week, or I think even the week before, was not only just job searching stuff, but I've also been putting together a C++ series. So, I found my book. There we go. C++, the creator of C++, Bjorn Strustrup. I don't know if I pronounced it right, but anyways, so I'll be doing a C++ as well sometime soon. So, all right, so give a string line and string line 2, which is line 1 reversed with some replaced characters, out the amount of characters that have been replaced. All right, so what I would probably first do, reversed equals line 2 equal 1. I believe that's how you. Let's just do a little quick check. So my thinking behind this is I'll just reverse it back and then compare line 2 and line 1, or reversed in line 1, and then let's see. Yes. All right. So, and then count, or no, just equals. Okay. So there's for char in line 1 if line 1. Am I hearing? First, I need to make sure. I mean, I believe we're still back in the basics. Let me go back and. Oh, jeez. Let's see. It's going to do. All right. So give string and string line 2, which is line reverse with. Ew. Sorry, I'm also watching the stream. Oh, very jittery. Let me check my. We basically have this challenge. This out, but I just wanted to check the sound quality and. I'll go ahead and turn it back because I don't want to listen to codeception. There. I wonder if I should even be in here. Let's see. Yeah. First in line 1 and then. All right, should be okay. I'll check it after this stream. I'll probably just go, the typical hour. But, anyways, as far as this is concerned, index equals 0. Yes. All right. So doing it this way. Sorry, I keep hearing noises. Anyways. Oh, jeez. I mean, I'm definitely lagging, so. Let's see. Define. Index. There we go. plus equal 1, increment x plus equal 1. My thing behind this is, as we reverse it, so we got to take out our debug line. Okay. Don't know if I should even be in here. Yeah. Found 9, expected 2. Well, and if we put this back in, I would have to agree with 2 because it's just the F and the... Alright, should be okay. I'll check it after this stream. I'll probably just... Oh no, I can still hear myself. Let me go ahead and get out of this. That might also be what's lagging me up, is I've got my stream and then I'm watching my stream and then, yeah. Oh hey, you're live, cool. So, I'm just gonna go back to my stream manager, just leave it like that, because I also have my studios open too. So, anyways, so something about this part of code is incorrect. Like, because we have 9. 5. It's weird too because 9 characters. Yeah. Oh, that's part of it. I use WinZip for one thing and then it keeps bothering me to pay for it. So, anyways. So, it's just working. We've got that. So, I think it's, I've had troubles with that in Python, the not equals not being really solid. So, we'll just do this as a hacking. Yeah, and it has an issue here. Burn off equals 0. Burn off. There we go. So I'm just adding a bogus variable. So let's see. And see, it's still 9. So we're printing count. There we go. So let's go ahead and well, first off, this is a thing. Oops. There we go. So, and then you gotta remember our syntax. Alright, so I don't even know why I was comparing, the chars from line 1, line 2. It shouldn't make a difference. So let's actually Why is it really laggy? I'm gonna have to look at that. Let's see. Do we have all the debug statements off? So yeah, for that I was thinking we were doing the wrong one. So this line is still problematic. I think there's still something wrong with this because we're checking each character in line 1 and then oh, jeez. Okay. Reversed. Because none of them are going to be equal. Let's try this again. And so now we can what do count. There we go. Alright, so what I was doing is I reversed it back to be the same way as line 1, but I was still checking line 2. So that was, yeah, that was a facepalm moment. Submit. How long did we have? We did like 10 minutes on that? seconds. That was really good. Oh, he gave up in 20 seconds. Alright, never mind. But like under a minute. It took time. That's alright. We figured out our mistake and we fixed it. So, let's see. We'll go ahead and share my code. Why is that so laggy? It looks like... I wonder if there's anything else. I apologize for the lag. I hope sound quality and everything else is okay. But yeah, there's one clash in 20 minutes. Although I did take some time. Why? Yeah, my alright. Huh, I wonder what that's about. But anyways, let's do another clash. So I think I was sitting right at 100 clash for that one. So now we have, was it 399? Oh, seems like. Alright, that's the most. Let's see here. The imposter wants to kill all the crewmates from it, but has a cooldown between each kill. Print if he can kill all the crewmates within the given time. If he doesn't manage to kill them all, print the amount of time he needed, or the time he spared killing them sooner. The imposter starts with the cooldown. Okay, so this is basically if time divided by cooldown is greater than crewmate, print, you know, placeholder. Oops. Okay, so now we need to do a little bit of calculation because so first off, right away is the imposter starts with the cooldown. So does that mean excuse me, does that mean that we have to start with 1 times cooldown and then go from there? Or I feel like the opposite. Oh wow. Okay. So I wish this wasn't so laggy. I hope the stream actually okay. Alright, let's see. Otherwise, sorry, I'm just looking at. So line 1, a string saying if the imposter managed to. So print yes, and then I mean I know print time isn't correct. We've got a few things wrong here. But go ahead and run a test and see what it looks like. Okay, nothing true. All right, so we'll be looking for that, or else print false. And then we need to have part 2. integer with the time he needed to kill all the crewmates or the time he spared. Alright, so it's not time, it's time modulo cool down divided by crewmates. Let's see, am I thinking, crewmate. Am I thinking about that correctly? So what we want is the remainder of time left that we had to spare. So for this one, and then otherwise print cool down times crewmate minus time. Alright, I believe that's it for that. Let's go ahead and test it and see how far we are. Well, actually, it worked for one. Alright, so I'm just... Actually, we're really close. Okay, so what's going on here? We have... Yeah, let's do some debugging statements. Print crewmate time. Okay, so we're going to print those things. So we have 20 crewmates within 200 seconds, I guess. And then 10 is a cooldown. It's supposed to be true. Oh, got the results. So I feel like this is really lagging. Anyways, so it's expected true, but it's not getting true. I want to say this is an equal. Oh, jeez. Yeah, the lag is insane. All right. So let's try commenting those out. 19. Integer division or modulo by 0. Okay. So we do need that equal sign, I'm thinking. Ah, jeez. But we need a check. Get out of here. So for this one, cooldown crewmates. It's exactly equal to time. That's why this equal sign matters. Ah, I like the one of 3 left still flash, but I think we're figuring it out. So time equals cooldown crewmate I know. I have a parenthesis that I stole from. There we go. That. Fix it. Integer division or modulo by 0 on 2. So right here. Wait, why is it even? That's weird. Here, it's printed true. So this must be incorrect. So if time is equal to, because this is doing modulo. Wait a minute. Figure out, excuse me, where it's doing the division by 0. I mean, we got it on line 22. See, my initial thought was to do just what we were doing here and see if that came out to 0. So which I don't get it because this one it was 200. Time was 200. Here, let's go ahead. Maybe like 10, 20, and 200. So let's go ahead and see what we're working with here. 20 for crewmates, 200 for time, and 10 for cooldown. Alright, so in fact we're going to do 20. Alright, and then what's this one? 200. The cooldown is 10. So I'm trying to figure out where we're dividing by 0, where we're having this issue. It says on line 22, so if this is 200 modulo 10 divided by 20, so automatically right there, I think there's something wrong with that. See, time divided by the cooldown. Jeez, I got so many pop-ups. Anyways. Okay. And, so okay. Where was I going with that? Okay, so we have our basic check. So if our time actually that's not making sense. So basically what we're trying to see is if we have enough time to kill all the crewmates based on the cooldown. So I think this is if time modulo cooldown times crewmate is greater than or equal to 0. Let's see. So now we're seeing if there's a remainder of time after we, and I think we need to put this in parentheses just to ensure that we're going to calculate this first. So the cooldown and the crewmate. So this would be 200. It's greater than or equal to 0. Alright, let's try that. Okay, now what do we got going on? So that we take these back out. Okay, so still hitting that on line 22. Was that all it was? Okay, so now looks like we're actually calculating the correct thing there. Hmm. Interesting. Why is this? I'm so confused. I'm thinking there's more errors in here. Like cooldown. Yeah, like this just looks backwards. So time. So if there isn't enough time, we're doing time subtract because we're trying to show. Oh, actually, wait a minute. No, that might have been correct because you're doing cooldown times crewmate. Yeah, never mind. I did have that right. So it just looked weird because we're trying to get the remainder of what time is needed minus what time we have. So, but somehow this. Was that all it was? Okay. It's not the fastest. We got 40 seconds left, but it is accurate. There we go. We got 100%. Or we should. Let's see. We'll go ahead and share the code because I feel like that was pretty successful. Yeah, so it took us a long time. I mean, these guys, these people did it really quickly. You know, I commend you. I was just having some issues thinking through the whole calculation part of that. So, that's all. All right. Reverse mode. I feel like everyone's reverse mode because I do the tests and that. All right, so my initial thought is the input is space versus asterisks. But that's not right. Let's see. I mean, this one. Okay, yeah. So line 2 looks like spaces. Let's see. So, yeah, because this one's way out here, a ridiculous amount. But there's only one star, so that tells me line 1 might be the amount of stars to print. But then this one confuses me. And line 2 is the spacing, which that would make sense if we were doing this line. Let's see. So if this input controlled the last one, so we're almost going in reverse order. So for every pair of inputs we have, that's how many asterisks and then how many spaces. So for this one, I guess it's so the first two lines would be, all right, print one space and print 5 asterisks. So that makes sense. Now, to put that in reverse, let's see. Let's see, and that doesn't make sense either because if you look here, we should only have 3 lines if that was the case. But here we have, jeez, I have no idea. All right, let's look at another one. Um, so, yeah, this test makes me think that 99 spaces and 1 asterisk. That makes sense. Then here we just get all funky. So it's almost like I don't even know how many spaces that is. It's like 3, 4, 5, 6. As long if this is as close to the end as possible, which actually I'm starting to think. Oh, this lag is really driving me nuts. Yeah, see there's a space to the left of that. Then if we highlight this, there is no space. So 1 asterisk, 0 spaces, 1 asterisk, 99 spaces. These two tests make sense to me. So yeah, we're getting size as the first input, and then, yeah, 1 star, 1 star. But here, we have 5 as the size, 1 is the indentation, which, again, I'll highlight that and show there is that, but it's just so weird. Alright. Yeah, so that's, hmm. I mean, already I don't think that's right, but let's see how close we get. Yeah, because for every, it's 5 stars, then you're printing the indentation, which doesn't matter, because that's just, I mean, yeah, because it's size asterisk. You're down here, which, hmm. Yeah, again, it makes a lot of sense if you just look at test 2 and test 4, but, test 1 and test 3 you just make it really weird. See, I'm noticing a pattern here too. So here we have the size of 5, which we do have 5 stars on the bottom line. And then here we have a size 4, which we do have 4 stars down here. Now the rest of these numbers, it says indentation. An integer. No, that could be. We had some guy just give up. Well, I'd like to look at some other people's code for this one. So, yeah, like I kind of feel like we're building the return string based on these. So like for this one, we only have one size, one input, or one size, one indentation. So therefore, it's really easy to build. In fact, yeah, that's only one line of output with 99 spaces, I'm guessing, because this one has 0 spaces and it just has the 1. So that's the same in these two. So it looks like we're building a string only from the reverse. And the size, okay. The size gets smaller with every iteration. Notice it's 4, 3, 2, 1. Here it's 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now, if you just ignore the indentation, we're basically doing let's throw it in here, size minus equals 1. So we're actually shrinking it. I mean, yeah, that just makes it look like that. So these have to be on the same line. And also, Oh, wait a minute. Should it be I? Plus 1, maybe? Because we're missing... So we're getting closer. The space is still throwing me for a loop, but... yeah, we just need to adjust the spaces. So this one, there's one space, there's 3 spaces. Okay, here we go. So let's just build a return string instead of printing it as we go, and then print return string at the end. Ah, just get out of here. All right, so return string. Oops, no. Then return string plus equals I times asterisk. Stop. There we go. Ooh. We're getting closer. So, I'll say it's... So I think we're skimping on that first line. Okay, there we go. All right, now. There we go. So I had to chop that last end line off and do the I plus 1, because you notice the first line was empty in the one that we had. Let's see, did that get all of them? All right. I guess it wasn't so bad. Yeah, 10 minutes in, 10 and a half minutes. All right. Cool, we figured it out though. Nice. And yes, I'll share code. I mean, this person figured it out. Let's look at their code. They did it in... Oh, they did it as they went, but let's see. X. So they did spacing. Okay, that's a way to go about it. Let's see what so they did it in JavaScript. Interesting. Alright, that's 2 clashes. We've almost been doing this an hour. Let's see. Let's go and do another one. Then I might take a quick coffee break, and I gotta correspond with a few people. I'm still studying for the CYSA exam for cybersecurity, so that's gonna be one of the next things. And I'm actually meeting up with one of my classmates, or my fellow graduates from the boot camp, to do some studying for that at some point today. So I want to get as many of these out as I can, because I feel bad I just didn't stream all week. Didn't even do any gaming streams or anything like that. Which, I don't know, I'm not sure if I'm going to be doing a lot of the gaming streams. I think the code is kind of the more popular. I mean, I'm still going to game, obviously, but we'll just keep that. I don't know. We'll see. I do have a lot of fun doing this. Let's see. Oh, man. Alright. Yeah, it's going to take a while, too. I mean, 400 clashes minus the... I think we did 3 today, or this is number 3. So yeah, so 397. shortest mode. Let's see. Given a list of indices, output the Fibonacci numbers with those indices. Alright, so already I can tell we're going to need to calculate the Fibonacci sequence up to the nth index. So alright, so n, that's how many, and then max equals 0, print result. Alright, I'm trying to figure out our limit, our cap. So our maximum indice to go to the indices, the index list. Okay, and then here the index list dot append ind. Okay. And this one's doing it only for n number of times. So now that we have a list of the indices, we also need to calculate the Fibonacci sequence. And in order to do that, I'm trying to remember, it's like 1 1. I'm gonna cheat. Fibonacci okay. 0 1 1 2 3. That's a little confused. I was missing the 2 in there because how you calculate the Fibonacci sequence? Let's see. Is there a nice, easy way? So let me go ahead and write it. So this is kind of hard. 0 1 1 2 3 5 8 13 21 34 55. Okay, so let's see. I mean, this is kind of sloppy, but we could just do max equals ind. So that's going to keep changing max. It's excessive. What we could do is we could just pop the last indice from the index list and set max equal to that. Or we could do well, no, that's the max. But anyways, ooh. Actually, I just realized these don't have to be in order. This could be like 99. So, nope, that's wrong. All right, that's a quick fix though. If ind is greater than max, max equals indices. There we go. So now we have our cap, our limit. Let's see. Okay. Alright, anyways, so glad I caught that. That could have been a problem later on. But basically, what Fibonacci sequence is that you sum the 2 previous numbers to create the next one. So, this one is 1 plus 0. This 2 is 1 plus 1. Whoops, moving it around. 3 is 1 plus 2, 5 is 2 plus 3, and so on. So really, once you have the first 3 numbers, you can calculate all of it. So let's even do, before we even get into whatever that is, sorry, I got an eyelash. Let's go ahead and crazy. Let's throw an index in there. While index is less than 100, um, something index plus equals 1, so we don't get an infinite loop. We'll do fib equals an empty list. Alright, now first, second equals 1. Third. Well, no, we can keep that at 0. So our first or second, so then fib dot append the value of first plus second. Second equals first. Wait. No. First equals second. Second equals third. Third equals first plus second. Third okay, so we calculate third, then we append it. I think that's correct. So now we've calculated, and just to print third. This is going to be 100 things. Does that look like Fibonacci? It does. We're missing the very first one, the 0. That's because we start on the third. So we start our sequence at 1, 2, 3. And to be honest, well, no, we need to start it at 0. Let's see, because Fibonacci actually starts there. So to fix that, we do fib dot append first, fib dot append second, and we need to put those where they make sense after we declare first and second. Whoops. Okay. And the reason being for doing that, we're just hard coding the first and second elements because we're calculating starting on the third. So now if we did that again, we would get, come on. Oh, it still wouldn't print here because, but it exists in fib. So what we would do, x equals 0, 1, oh no. There's a simple loop just to print. I need to keep an eye on the time too because, I mean, hooray, we got the Fibonacci sequence. That's wonderful, but now we need to, now that we've constructed it, now we need to do for I in range n. Print fib there we go. Very complex, but I think this should work. Let's go ahead and so, and this one we don't need. That was just this whole section of code I'm going to take back out. I just wanted to show you that we had the Fibonacci sequence. Um, okay. Okay. Well, I mean, cool, we did it, but I'm a little confused. So, we hard coded the first 102 values of the Fibonacci sequence. So, apparently, that actually suffices for this round of testing. So, we'll go ahead and what I was thinking, the whole reason I was calculating max, in fact, we could take this out. Watch this. Still pass all the tests because we're not actually using max. See, the reason I was calculating max was because I wanted to make sure that we calculated enough values of the Fibonacci sequence to accommodate for that index. So if the index was, say, 999, well, we don't have 999 values. We only had the 102. So we only had indices 0 through 101. Past that would have been, but that's irrelevant for this situation. We can be a little bit sloppy. Let's go ahead and take that back out. And where's max? We don't need that. And honestly, I could trim this down a whole lot more, but we've only got 3 minutes left, and in fact, I'm pretty sure I can almost visualize some of those little one-line zingers. That's okay though. We're gonna do. Actually, that's about an hour, so I think I'm gonna sign off for now. Keep these about an hour increments. What we did. Let's see. That makes me feel a little better. Bit Wolf and I did about the same. I mean, I was still a little longer than theirs, but that makes me feel even better. But they did it in 4 minutes, so they already figured out. They're like me though. They're like, nah, I don't care about shortest mode. So, all right, and I believe that means we've done 3 or 4 clashes. So I'm gonna take a little bit of a break. Let's see, maybe go eat some lunch, and then I will be back on. But like I mentioned at the beginning of the stream, I am going to do a C++, putting that together. And then I'm also going to do Operation Code Wars, where I go through all 360 of my challenges I've done for Code Wars. So, but I'm on this CodinGame kick for now. So we'll probably do a couple more Clash hours, and then yeah. So I'll be back on soon. Thanks for stopping by, and I hope you enjoyed. All right, see you later.